Hey guys, welcome to FHS Weekly. Sophia Solis here with my vivacious personality. We'll be starting off today's show with entertainment news. Tiger Fever facilitators are needed for summer 2020. If you are interested in being a Tiger Fever facilitator, please visit either Mrs. Liddy's room, room C203, or Mrs. Snyder's room, room A214, to access the application via a QR code. The link should also be posted on Canvas as well. All applications are due by March 13th. Make sure to follow FHS Weekly on Instagram at FHS Weekly and my Instagram and YouTube at IconicallyHer. And as always, stay fabsome. Bye.
Hey there, Fishers Tigers. Welcome back to Tiger Talk, the segment of the show where we talk about topical topics at a table. My name is Joe Heemster. Joining me today, as always, Marina Watkins, Cam White. And it is March, Tigers. You know what that means. What's that? St. Patrick's Day? Oh, no, of course not.
I think it
What's
is.
that? What's that? The end of winter? Oh, no, of course not, you silly geese.
It's not
We're
May.
talking March Madness.
Oh yeah,
Oh, yeah.
booyah.
So today we're going to be taking a look at some brackets talking about March Madness. But before we do that, I have to ask you guys, how much do you know about sports or basketball specifically?
On a scale of 1 to 10, probably
Can I say negative numbers?
Yeah, probably
boy.
a negative number.
Okay, well, my number is probably less than 0. So this is
So a negative
this is
number.
going to go really well. All right, but we're looking at some brackets right now. So
Yes.
Marina, do you want to go ahead and explain what we're looking at?
I decided to torture us, and none of us know anything about this. So this is for your entertainment of making a fool of ourselves.
Honestly.
But essentially what I have found is, okay, March Madness, the selection Sunday is until March 15th, which isn't for like another week or two. And so essentially we're looking at Andy Katz, who is Big Ten Network basketball analyst, guys, his like projected bracket, and we get to kind of like make our own view of that.
Okay.
So I think it'd be fun if we kind of picked who we think would win based off our lack of knowledge on basketball.
All right,
So
do
we each
it.
have our brackets in front of us.
sounds great. Yep.
Would you like to start with who you think of the South?
So I just look at one, and then
Yes, that's the way brackets work. You know,
Is
they,
that-
they
okay.
get narrowed down.
Gotcha.
Like, what sticks
All right.
out to you right now, Cam?
Sticks
Like,
out
when
So
to
you
I'm
look
looking at
that.
Baylor versus
Baylor.
South Dakota State,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
And
What do you think about
I
that?
mean, I'm thinking that Baylor probably is gonna take the W there.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly.
What makes you think that? Anything
I mean,
specific?
South Dakota's. I mean, like, who's going to South Dakota? Honestly.
That's true. That's true.
I just like Baylor. My sister's name is Taylor. Rhymes, so
Okay.
there you go.
There you go.
That's,
Baylor it
that's
is.
a pretty good reasoning.
That's very
I
cool.
Like it.
Yeah. Now I'm looking at this bracket and I don't see where the Raptors are on here. The Toronto Raptors. Does anybody see that? Are they
I
on there
don't
somewhere?
understand how. I will say this: one of the Final Four games is actually going to be in Indianapolis.
Really?
We're holding the Midwest Conference.
Oh.
Conference is what they say, because there are like four not conferences. I don't understand how this works. There's 4 little things, and they all narrow down to one. That's why there's the Final Four, and then there's going to be one big championship at the end, which is in
see,
Atlanta this
Indiana.
year.
Right.
I don't know if it's in Atlanta every year, but it's in Atlanta this year.
All right. Well,
I don't see Toronto.
I think I saw somewhere that Baylor is supposed to do well, so we're gonna go with Baylor also.
I disagree,
Indiana,
but
I looked it up, and I don't think we've won since like 1987. So obviously we're not gonna.
the tallest thing that grows here is corn, y'all. We don't
I
have
think
basketball.
I feel like Auburn. Auburn sounds like something that would do well. Like I feel
Sure.
like I've heard about Auburn.
Yeah.
I mainly know Auburn.
I mean, we talked about the controversy like earlier this year at some point. We talked
yeah.
about like the rivalry with
somebody.
somebody. And
The only
like
thing
how-
I know about Auburn is Madison from The Bachelor. She went to Auburn. That was where her hometown was.
Well, there we go.
Yeah,
So,
so
you know
Auburn
what?
for
So we're gonna
that
have
is going to be in the East.
Auburn advance.
I like Ohio State because my family likes it, so we're going to go with them, even though I don't think their basketball is great.
That's a hard disagree for me
What?
because I'm from Michigan, so like
No, like,
there's like this isn't gonna
some
work.
hatred right here. Maybe I might be moved next to Cam. I
You
don't
might.
know.
You might. So like yeah, so I'd put Michigan like doing very well because
I feel like their basketball is pretty good. I
yeah,
don't know.
I mean it's just it's Michigan. How could they not do well? And then I want the Raptors to do well because I like their mascot. I watched
Wait.
Jurassic Park once, and it was a good movie.
I hope
so,
I hope you know that
hey.
the March Madness is college, by the way.
Oh,
so
is
the
that?
Lakers, all that, they're not in here. I don't think the Raptors are.
Wait,
either.
they
Literally
aren't?
changes everything. Because I'm sitting here looking for the Los Angeles Lakers on
Okay.
this bracket.
No,
Okay.
March Madness is college.
All right. Gotcha.
still
How do
want the
I know the
Raptors
most
to win.
about this?
All right.
This
Okay.
is sad.
I still think
I
Baylor's
think
gonna take it.
I think Villanova
I still think Baylor's
might
got
take it. I will say this: I have family that goes to Akron,
Okay.
but I don't think they're pretty that good.
Okay,
so.
well that changes everything. So Georgia actually sucks. So whoever they're against, like their basketball team is trash. So they're not gonna take it. Who
So you
are they
think
playing?
you think Georgia is going to take it, or you think they're not?
They're not. They're
Okay,
definitely
gotcha.
losing whatever it is.
Okay.
I mean, based off of what I hear they don't have a great basketball team. So
Okay.
probably not.
Fair enough.
I will say this: Virginia did win last year's. Before that was Villanova, and before that was North Carolina, and then
Okay.
Villanova again. So I feel like some of the teams we should be mentioning are maybe some better teams that have actually won.
Sure.
Yeah.
mine makes
So
sense. I mean-
you know what? I'm gonna
Mine
say
makes sense.
Villanova because they've won twice recently.
Okay.
Good for them.
So you go Villanova. That's
who I'm
fine.
thinking he's gonna take it all the way.
I'm going to go
All
with
the
North
way.
Carolina because I used to live in North Carolina, and
Wait, what?
yeah, that's yeah.
I don't know why I didn't know that.
Yeah, I used to live in North Carolina 5 years. So going with NC. Go with that.
I'm going with NC.
All right,
Just
let's
because
go.
I don't know. I
go.
don't know
So
any
when
better.
this is over, we can all bet money on it because sports gambling is now legal in Indiana.
It is?
Yeah.
Oh, hey,
I
how
did
about
not
that?
know that. Okay.
All right, I'm not betting because I still don't know what I'm doing. I just like North Carolina. So
I
If
mean-
somebody has a bracket that they want to give to me, I'll gladly bet on their bracket because I
There we
don't
go.
know what I'm doing.
yeah, go ahead. Feel free to share your brackets with us on social media and stuff. I'm
Thank
sure you're way more informed than any of us are. But I think that's all the time that we have today, Tigers. So we'll go ahead. We'll see you next week. Hi, I'm Joe.
And I'm Joe.
And I'm Mike.
And today we're going to be playing some games while also answering some trivia questions. We got Super Smash Bros. Ultimate set up with some crazy settings, so it's going to be a little crazy to play. And Mike over there is going to ask us some trivia questions while we play. So what's going to happen is we're going to play 3 games, and if you win a game of Smash Bros, you get 5 points. If you get a trivia question right, you get 1 point. And whoever has the most points by the end of the game wins. It's Joe versus Joey. That's how it works, all right?
So question 1 is, in the game of bingo, which number is represented by the phrase 2 little ducks?
7.
11.
77. That makes most sense, right? Because it's 2 sevens.
You are both wrong. The answer is 22.
That's ridiculous.
Oh my God,
That
I'm
makes
kinda mad.
sense, actually.
The beaver is the national emblem of which country?
Of what? Switzerland.
Thailand?
You are both wrong again. It is Canada.
What?
What the frick?
What about caribou? What about moose?
What was the name of King Arthur's magician advisor?
Merlin. I know that one. It's Merlin.
Merlin. Okay,
And
fine.
Heemstra is correct. It is Merlin.
Okay, I'm mad. Wow.
That was close.
Well, fine.
We are
All right,
going
let's
into
go.
question 5
Oh,
now.
no.
What mythical creature's name is derived from the Latin word for one horn?
Unicorn? A unicorn? Is unicorn the answer?
And Heemstra is correct. It is the unicorn.
Wait, I knew that. I knew that. I knew that. No!
It did.
That
Man.
first game was a little bit of a mess there.
Yeah.
It's
Oh,
alright. It's alright.
merciful Lord. Okay, then.
That's only game 1. We still got 2 more coming.
Okay,
Man,
so
ask
he's
who
just
won
got
game
7
1.
points and...
Something
Well,
like that.
I've got nothing.
You want to give us another question, Mike?
Yeah, let's see.
Alrighty, I will. In which wing of the White House is the Oval Office located?
The presidential.
Is that a wing of the White
Oh, the wing.
The left wing? The one on the left?
It's like east
Oh,
wing.
oh,
west
north,
wing.
north.
Which one would right be? Hold on.
East.
East.
Aha.
You are both wrong.
It's
It is
north.
the West wing.
Darn it!
What is a baby kangaroo called?
A Joey! I know that one.
Oh my gosh, you're
so
just
fitting.
too quick.
Get it? Because it's Joe versus Joey? No, stop.
Heemstra wins again. That is what a baby kangaroo is called.
Whoa.
What? What just happened? No. Joe's got
What?
fucking 12 points.
What term is used to describe food that has been prepared according to the Jewish dietary laws?
Oh, kosher?
Another point with kosher.
Oh my god.
All right, this is where the questions start to
Right.
get a little harder here. What kind of person shall not be honored on the U.S. postal stamp?
A traitor?
I don't know. A living person. The president?
So you are both wrong.
What?
The answer is a living person.
And I didn't win the game either.
Yay! So, I have 5 points and you've got, well, what do you got, 10?
13.
Well, that works too.
Well, hey, you know what? That just means I'll have to,
You're gonna have to work extra hard this last game.
I
though.
will, I
We got
will.
lucky. We got WarioWare. It's like one of the smallest stages.
Well.
That's my excuse.
oh.
All right. I got Hero, and we're on this
Luigi.
stage.
Alrighty. The average human body contains how many pints of blood?
64.
80.
It's actually 9.
9?
Really?
Oh my goodness.
Can we talk about this? This is really
Question
disorienting.
4. How is the ground nut better known?
The ground nut?
The peanut?
The ground nut. The cashew.
Keemstra got it correct with the peanut.
I am just...
Alright, moving on to
gonna get the
question
extra life.
5 of the...
Oh, I got it.
No, come on!
How many letters are there in the German alphabet?
26.
You took German. You'd know that better than I would.
It's actually 30.
What?
Oh, the umlauts and the weird double S thing.
What does the H stand for in the medical abbreviation ADHD?
What is attention? Oh wait, no. H. Hyperactivity.
Keemstra's correct again with
You can probably give that
hyperactivity.
one to Joey since I got it wrong before. Oh, what?
Yay!
Okay.
I did something. Okay, that's awesome.
All right. This is really tense.
I'm so scared. I'm so
In
scared. Come on.
question 9, in Greece, One last question.
All right,
In
final
question 9, in Greek mythology, how many graces are there?
7.
12.
There's actually 3.
Oh. We've both overshot.
Oh god.
All right. So I won 2. You won 1. Good games, Joey. Good games, of course. Always a pleasure.
Great games.
So let's see. I got 10 points from these. You got 5. And then what's the trivia?
So the final points, Keemstra scoring 20 points in all, while Basso only scored 5.
Well, what can I say?
I mean, it makes sense. All I ever do is play this game and watch Jeopardy. That's what my life is.
You know what? Jeopardy.
So.
That makes sense. Well,
Yep. All right. Well, this was a whole lot of fun, Joey. I don't know about you.
You know what?
I love this a lot.
a lot of fun. A
It
lot
was
of
a lot
fun.
So, please, we hope you enjoyed this segment. It's something we're going to try to do a little bit more of, and we'll see you next time on Joe and Joey. Joe versus Joey.
My motivation for photography is really just representation. That was like how it started, was just, you know, a lot of people that I'm around every day don't look like me. So, and a lot of pictures in like magazines or on like the TV, they just don't look like me. And so for me to be able to like show that no, there are people that look like me and they can be represented too, like that's really where my motivation started.
My motivation was to capture moments that people would want to always look back on, and that they can always like look back and see these memories and see how like happy they were or sad they were, or like that moment in time just stopped. I love candids, like street photography and taking pictures of people not really when they notice it. And then also I do like regular portraits in a sense.
Yes, so I love taking pictures of people, specifically like anyone a part of like a minority group. Just going back to the representation thing, so shooting people in the LGBTQ plus community, Black students, brown students, and just anyone who is a part of like a marginalized group, just being able to like capture their essence and their presence in a still image. I think that's so cool. It's super cool. So I kind of get inspiration from everyone I meet. So it's not really like like my motivation is what got me into photography and just like wanting to show different kinds of people and like all the different ways that people can come. But then as for like my inspiration and what like keeps me going and what keeps inspiring me and keeps me creative is just seeing all the different people's stories and like hearing about them.
There's a photographer named Brandon, I don't know his last name, Wolof. He does a lot of like, I say it's like a dreamier kind of photography because of the colors he uses, and I try and like incorporate those colors into mine. And I also get a lot of my motivation from, or inspiration from like people's emotions still.
I do think that my photos are unique. So even in like my AP photography class, I think there's like 12 of us, and it's insane like how different all 12 of our like photos are. And so I used to not think that what I was doing was unique at all, especially like I shoot portraits, which is pretty like standard. And so I used to not think it was unique. And then once I got into that class and I saw like, okay, well, even if you do take portraits of people, just everyone's different styles and the kind of people they shoot, why they shoot them, I think that's super like cool.
I would say so, because you're not gonna, like in our class, you're not gonna see somebody who does the exact same pictures as mine, but if you were to look online, you can see people who have done other like similar pictures to them, but not the same editing or the same composition, so I would say my pictures are unique.